Hello everyone. Yesterday we started the Crystal Tower raid series and we did not get to finish it. We got about halfway through it actually. But today we have a mind to finish that. And I think we can jump right into Syrcus Tower, which is the second of the three. So I'm going to do that. We're going to start queuing now. Maybe we'll do that in the meantime. I don't want to do any story because I want the story to say, the story to stay together. I don't want to have to deal with, piecemeal sorts of, approach to storytelling. Like, I want everything to be done in a linear format. That's why we've started skipping job quest things, for example, because it's just kind of random stuff. It's hard to, goodness gracious, the music here is so loud. BGM is at 100 for some reason. Probably turn all of that down. Anyway, it's a little bit confusing to go back and forth and parse in a highlight. What is what? What is relevant story content? What is irrelevant story content? What is relevant to a completely different story branch? So instead of doing that, we're just gonna do it in one go, I'm leveling up some alternate classes. There's a couple of quest lines that are pretty interesting, and the way that I'll do that is that I will actually level up the class to completion, which in most circumstances will be 0 to 50, or maybe 50 to 60, and then we'll run through all of the quests in one sitting. Syrcus Tower. So this is the spire itself, the more visible part of the Syrcus Tower. Before we did the Labyrinth of the Ancients, which was kind of the doorway of the Crystal Tower. This is the main body of the thing itself. The third is a secret. I kind of wish that my chair was not reclining back. I want to lean back on it, but I don't want to fall away from my microphone. Maybe we can knock over my monitors in the process. Lord almighty. We'll try these levels out for a bit. Those sound effects you're hearing, by the way, are Alliance Raid chats. Still free of mechanics? Oh, I'm not. Uh-oh. Oh, good. Oh no, I got frozen again. If you drag these fireballs across the pool of water, then it melts the water. And when this ancient flare goes off, you need to be inside of a puddle of water. Also, the AC turned off in my room, and now this jacket is very warm. I have to wait for a mechanic so I can take off the... There we go. Let's do this thing. Luckily I'm not a DPS, so my damage input does not affect much. Okay. Back to work. Soapy Cenctquic-novem. This is Amon? We learned about Amon last time. I don't exactly... I think that he is the person who actually came up with the magics that let the Emperor have that slumber of immortality, so to speak. Why he's been able to live this long and reawaken thousands of years later. That's Amon. The Emperor's name is Xandi. Go down, mans. Taking down ads like this is some sort of important thing to do. The way that we stack these things are funny. We have to hide behind these little pillars as to not die. Our main tank died there right at the end. Alright, we took down Amon. You fight valiantly, mortals, but to no avail. Absolute darkness draws nigh, soon it will be unleashed, and all shall return. So I don't know, that was pretty quick. So this guy's an Allagan king. A previous Allagan king. Those little circles that popped up a second ago, not these, but the ones that we were having to stand in. You have to stand in them, or the whole raid can wipe. This part, I think we're taking down meteor markers. Stonefall circles. Starfall circle in the middle is the biggest. However, it falls last, so... Ah, I got a hit on it. Come on, Xandi, pop back up. And use my finisher. Now these things make you levitate. He's using Ancient Quega, which is, you know, a quake modifying spell. So you need to be levitating to survive it. But it also leaves behind those puddles that you have to get out of. It's a pretty fun mechanic. It's one of my favorite things that they've been somewhat iterative on since. Oh, we leveled up. Leveled up on Emperor Xandi. Excuse me. Duty complete. You see some funny outfits in Alliance raids sometimes because it's pretty good leveling fodder, at least for some levels. Sorry to that man, I know you were waiting. King Xandi's throne. Newly vacated. Soapy. You did it! You defeated Emperor Xandi. Emperors may rise and fall, but man's indefatigable spirit and ever lives on. Truly you are the champion we'd hoped for. Soapy Cenctquic-novem. With Emperor Xandi now at eternal rest, his dark legacy may be undone. What are you playing at now, Nero? In case you haven't noticed, Garland, these are dangerous surrounds. Can a man be faulted for exercising due caution? At any rate, you needn't mind me. I am perfectly capable of looking after myself. Go on, finish what you came to do. There are two ways we may seal off Syrcus Tower, either isolate it from the outside world or cripple its ability to produce energy. The choice of method is yours to make. Before we proceed, however, Doga and I must needs attend to a task. That distortion, what is it? The power that Xandi sought to obtain comes from the Void, the world of darkness our people called it. And the true nature of that power was none other than the armies of Voidsent. Voidsent feed on ether, as you may already know, and no plane is richer in it than ours. In exchange for their allegiances, Xandi entered into an unholy covenant. He would open a gate through which the Voidsent could freely enter our world. The covenant, I'm afraid to say, is still in effect. However, being of the Emperor's lineage, Une and I believe that we can annul it. By his blood, Xandi sealed his dark pact. By our blood, it shall be undone. It is time. Yes, Doga, finally, we may fulfill our purpose. Freaking Nero in the background. Speak of the devil. Oh, be still, my beating heart. For a moment I feared that this outing would end in disappointment, but my readings were not mistaken. Not even the Ultima weapon compares to this. What are you going on about? The covenant is everlasting. Oh, they all look like Doga and Une. And so, Meracidia is brought into the fold soon all the world. And yet, with every dream that becomes reality, memories of death grow ever more vivid, an endless void, bereft of light and warmth. Though I may have defeated death, it did not leave me unscathed. Nay, his ravening claws have scarred my soul for eternity. Never shall I know peace. Beings without will, you cannot fathom my rage, my melancholy, my fear. What worth is wealth and power when all must inevitably be co-signed to nothingness? If man has nothing, he may not know the pain of loss. So let there be nothing. Harvest more power that the gate may be thrown full open. Let the clouds of darkness come and engulf the world, devouring all life, hopes, and dreams. Let all be returned to nothingness. Dang, G'raha. Save my skin. Soapy, pull yourself together. I'm Soapy. Is there no end to them? What the seven hells is happening? Ah, not now, damn it. Dang, Sid, when did you become a gunbreaker? Is every Garlean a gunbreaker? Nero, were they part of your grand plan too? Save your japes, Garland. I didn't put up with your arrogant face to play with his worthless clones. Something controls them. A void scent, and no ordinary one at that. Doga! I'm sorry. Doga! Confound it. Without them, there's no way to master the darkness. That power is mine. What? Nero! The covenant shall be honored. I am the cloud of darkness. I shall devour your light and return this world to the void. Damn it, the rift is gone. What are we supposed to do now? As much as it pains me to leave without them, there's still precious little we can do. Let's return to the Find and consult Rambros. All this happened within the tower? God's preserve. That rift that manifested before the throne was a void gate. Of this I am certain. There exist myriad kinds of void scent. The more powerful the being, the larger the gate must be for it to pass through. It would seem that Xandi sought to open the gate of unprecedented proportions, one that would allow this cloud of darkness entry into our world. Fortunately for all mankind, he did not succeed. I shudder to imagine what this void scent is capable of. However dreadful it may be, we can't abandon our friends. Is there no way to save them? I will not lie to you, Master Garland. The situation is bleak. Though void scent can enter our world, instances of men entering into the void have never been documented. It pains me to give voice to my fears, but we do not even know whether our friends still live. Damn it, I feel so helpless. No, I refuse to give up. We must save Doga and Une. We share the same eye, 'tis true, but that's not what motivates me. Above all, I wish to help them fulfill their mission, a mission whose burden they have borne for thousands of years, and besides, we cannot leave matters as they are. So long as Xandi's dark covenant is binding, our world is in danger. 'Tis our duty to prevent the worst from coming to pass. G'raha, ever since our meeting, Une and Doga, you have not quite been yourself. Tell me true, is all well with your eye? I honestly cannot say. I know only that there is a memory that I must recall. As a child, my father told me that the truth of our eyes rests with Alog. The answer eludes me still, but one day I will find it. I am with G'raha. However slim the odds, we must try to save Une and Doga. I and that bastard Nero as well. You have the right of it. Though we have known them but briefly, Doga and Une are our comrades. We cannot fail them. I shall consult the experts in literature both. Yet know that it may be a while before we are ready to act. I would ask that you all be patient. Dealing with the void, one cannot be cautious enough. When dealing with the void. My thanks again for your assistance. Pray rest while you can. Ah, Soapy, it is good you are come. I have news that you must be made aware of. Alas, none of it bodes well for us, nor Une, Doga, and Nero. Imprisoned in the Dark Realm. The wording of that confused the heck out of me. Think back upon our last foray into Syrcus Tower, if you will. The calamity stirred the place from its long slumber and awoke Emperor Xandi. But you, Soapy, you ensured he was laid to rest permanently. Yet the Emperor had sealed a binding covenant with the terrible void known as the Cloud of Darkness. Even as Doga and Une labored to annul the contract, the entity reached through a rift and dragged the pair of them and Nero out of our realm. Since that day, Noah has devoted itself to rescuing Une, Doga, and Nero from beyond the rift. The Crystal Tower still acts upon Emperor Xandi's orders, and collects energy to open another void gate even as we speak. Indeed, the place nigh hums with energy. We have done all we can to stop the Imperial Edict, but to no avail. Just as the gate would open only for Une and Doga, so too will the tower heed only those with royal blood. It is almost galling design. Granted, this was not always so vexatious, according to the Allagan tombstone Nero presented to us. During the Golden Age of Alag, the royalty had some means of bestowing their blood upon others. If they hadn't such technology, Amon and his underlings could never have controlled the Crystal Tower. But we do not have either this art or any with royal blood. Every moment we waste, a vast rift through which the Cloud of Darkness can enter our realm threatens to open. Such a disaster cannot be allowed to come to pass. If only breaking the ladder would suffice, but then what of the energy building in Crystal Tower? Without suppression, that power could discharge and cause a calamity like the one that destroyed Allig. In truth, we have more than just 3 lost compatriots to worry about. If we do not act, our very world will fall before the might of this threat. We know but one way out of this predicament. Rescue those who can control the tower from beyond the Dark Realm, and seal the rift shut after them. And mercifully, not all of our news is quite so bleak. 'Tis true we cannot stop the Void Gate from manifesting, but this can be to our benefit. We can use Syrcus's power for our own purposes and create a portal to carry us to the Dark Realm. A veritable world of darkness, you might say. We have heard of this possible from a man of the Thaumaturge's Guild as well. We're well versed in the otherworldly matters, and with Master Garland working to create said portal, the final preparations are well underway. Soapy, just the man we needed. Yes, our fellowship is indeed complete, and all parties privy to our strategy. Well, I'm doing quite well. The device is nearly ready, though attaching the damnable thing to Syrcus Tower took every ounce of ingenuity, but it should produce the energy we need. With just a little more fine-tuning, we can open a rift. Xandi's throne. Look at all these scholars, these engineers. My friends, you've arrived. I'm just waiting for my engineers to give the signal. Then we'll see if we can't open a gateway to another world. Is there something amiss, G'raha? Ah, Emperor Xandi's throne. How the mighty have fallen, eh? Once it stood as a symbol of Allag's art and power, now it's nothing more than an empty chair. Just imagine if the Allagan civilization had lived on, and a just emperor still sat on that throne. How different would our world be? How much further would we have advanced? Unfortunately, there was no stopping Xandi with his ambitions. There were those who tried. Zandi's war of dominion left no one unscathed. Unable to abide the horrors inflicted upon the people, warriors young and brave took up the sword against Alag. These men and women became beacons of hope to those who had suffered, not unlike the warriors of light in our age. But all this merely hastened the destruction. Just as they moved toward Alag's heart for the kill, Zandi lashed out in anger and frustration, as trapped beasts are wont to do. In his desperation, Zandi desired a great rift to be opened to hasten the cloud of darkness's coming. To this end, he commanded the sun's power held within Dalamud to be emptied into Syrcus Tower at once. The act bore terrible consequences. The tower only withstood the blast by flooding the land below with energy. Syrcus was swallowed by the very earth upon which it once stood. The fourth umbral calamity. I'd learned it was the cause from Une and Doga. I had no idea that rebellion incited Zandi to rashness, though. Your knowledge of Allagan history is astounding, G'raha. Why, a man could study for 2 lifetimes and only learn half of what you know. Mayhap. 'Tis strange, though. I cannot seem to remember where I learned such things. Biggs, are you ready? Ready and raring to open up that void gate, Chief. We reckon the machine's up and running. She'll be able to float 5 airships the size of the Agraias, so just give us the word. Good, then let's get started. Our preparations are complete. Everyone, step away from the throne. Alright, let's see what this machine can do. Now, Biggs! A rift of the world of darkness, as Une called it. Splendid work, Master Garland. We can't break out the mead just yet. The tough part's still ahead. We've broken into the dark realm, but the gate's not all that stable. It won't stay open forever, and only a few can use it. I, for one, will remain here to ensure the void gate stays open. As will the sons of Cenctquic-novem. The rift is our sole path to salvation. If it closes, we are truly lost. Which leaves Soapy, my friend. 'Tis a heavy burden I must task you with, but there are none more able. Pray lead the adventurers beyond the rift. I do not know what awaits you save the cloud of darkness and our 3 comrades, but you must go, for the fate of our world now rests upon your shoulders. Me and 23 others. This is our only gambit, but I have every faith you will succeed. It will be no small feat to return after you've passed beyond the rift. Make certain you are prepared before leaving. Might I have a moment of your time, Soapy? There's a matter of import we must need discuss ere before you leave. We'll see what G'raha has to say. Soapy, I wish to speak with you about my eye. As you are no doubt aware, this is a trait seen only amongst the Allagan royalty. Long have I pondered why such is my inheritance. The sanguine hue must have some bearing upon my destiny. This much Doga himself admitted. But what? In truth, the more I learn of the Crystal Tower, the less I am myself. Somehow meeting those 2 clones has wrought great change in me. I'm consumed with remembering something ancient, but ever so important. And my father's words echo in my mind, the selfsame ones his father told him. The truth of our eyes rests with Allag. Mayhap what I wish to remember in those words are related, mayhap not, but I know I must learn the truth that history hides from me. I would see this journey, our journey, through the very end with mine own 2 eyes. So I implore you, allow me to join you beyond the rift. You have my thanks, my friend. Now let us venture into the world of darkness to save our comrades in our realm. His energy is totally different from when we started this quest line. He was just kind of like hyper and goofy. And now he's like somber, very thankful person. Look at G'raha. Alright, let's use this entrance. We haven't done that yet. Must be on account of it being too far away. I think we're at the back side of it. Sorry if that was loud. I'm gonna try to be into it while we're doing this. So I'm gonna get kind of close. I just noticed too. My light was behind my monitor. That's how I usually game when I'm not streaming. Some people talking in the chat about suffering. This can be a dumb raid if you don't do well. If you don't pay attention. Oof, nobody stunned it. That's one of those that can give you like a party-wide stun if you're not ready for it. I ain't tanking him. Oops. Where is the other tank? Alright. So I need to be in the red the next time. I was in the white for that first cast. I need to dispel it by being in the red the next cast. You can do it either direction. Uh-oh, did it kill me? Good, it didn't kill me. That's another instant kill mechanic. Oof, I wasn't even watching where he was facing. That little gaze mechanic, if your character's facing, he'll get doomed, like how Hemet just got there. Hemet needs to extend on a glowing pad. And he didn't, so he died. Maybe on the red. Nice, nice. Man, I hope I don't have to take over. I'm not very tanky at the moment. Oh, shoot. Just barely looked away from that one. Oh, shit. Got a bunch of people killed right there. Ooh, he barely survived. Come on, go down, Angra. How about that? Cutscene time, maybe? No cutscene. Oh, give me that cutscene. We're gonna fight the cloud of darkness. Who disturbs the gloom? Ah, mortals from the realm of light. You have not stumbled here without purpose. I am the cloud of darkness. I do not smother, I devour. What I cannot devour, I destroy. Government is everlasting. All mortals before the flood of darkness will sink lifeless into the void. So fast. Alright, let's go, let's go. Ah, we were already in a good spot. I like this fight because you basically do, you look away from the boss and look at like literally anything else. Darkness take you all. We killed the Cloud of Darkness and gained 40 tomes of poetics. I don't think I got a single piece of fending gear this entire dungeon or this raid series. Like, I'm almost positive that's what happened, or didn't happen. Whatever the correct English is. I don't want that. No thank you. Take the Pup of Darkness. Leave duty, you bet. I got my 5 commendations. It's because they think I'm a noob. Where in the 7 hells are they? Without them to stem the energy in the tower, our defeat of the cloud aids our cause little. Toga, Une, can you hear me? Nero! Must you be so insufferably loud? Are you so keen to attract more void scent? Oh. Oh, purple. Oh, I don't blame you for missing my company. Thank the 12, are you alright? As alright as can be expected, Une is simply passed out. Nero, by the gods, what happened to you? Alas, his wounds were too deep and allowed for this foul place entry into his body. Now the darkness claws at the ether of his very form. Would that we could have protected him. The Cloud of Darkness was bound by Zandy's unholy covenant to bring prosperity to Allagan royalty. The same blood that sealed this contact gives us a measure of protection. This contract, excuse me. Oh, I know what's going to happen. I say a measure, for this vow does not protect us from other void scent. The cloud imprisoned us here precisely to unleash fiends upon us. We would be dead had Nero not defended us so valiantly. Mistake not my actions for kindness. I have use for you yet in Eorzea, and simply couldn't let harm befall you here. Where? Nay, you are safe. Our friends have come for us. Have they? Then perhaps, still good, there is hope, yet we may fulfill our purpose. Perhaps there is not. Mortals, you have dared to challenge me and now must feel my wrath. Did you think to destroy me in my realm? Here I am eternal. I will smother your light and entomb your bones amongst my shadows. Are we truly so powerless here? As long as we fight the cloud in this realm, I fear so. And yet, though we may not be able to destroy it, this may be our chance to stop it. If we strike now whilst the cloud can barely hold her form, mayhap we can sever Xandi's covenant. Yes, and raise the bridge between the Crystal Tower and this foul place once and for all. Soapy, G'raha, you must flee. You and Doga mean to stay here? 'Tis madness! You must return with us. No one but you can save the world from the threat of the Crystal Tower. Ooh. What is this trickery? Your blood! You too gain protection from Xandi's blood? G'raha Tia, you are possessed of royal blood. That is why the royal eye runs in your line. 'Tis a gift you have inherited, G'raha. You have been granted authority over the Crystal Tower. I have thought this time would consume all of Alag that was. That a man should still live with his forebears' blood in this age can be no coincidence. Some person must have planted this gift in your line and used the highest of Allagan technology to do so. True, but the Crystal Tower is not likely to recognize you as Allagan, not as you are now, but your royal eye bespeaks a simple truth. Within you dwells one feeble glitter that will illuminate all, the light of hope. But how should I use this light? Pray tell me. You must gain control of the Crystal Tower. We share our blood with you, G'raha. Though its effects will be but ephemeral, it will bolster the Allagan presence within you. This is our gift to you, that you may fulfill your destiny. All with the royal eye are bound by fate to Allag. Our part in this journey is to bury Xandi's dark ambitions to the past. This was true of Une and Doga's purpose, one we have carried into the future. This was the true Une and Doga's purpose. Know that as long as this light of hope survives in you, our souls will still remain, even if our bodies are lost. Oh, 2 red eyes. You must leave us as well, Nero. I am sorry we cannot live up to your expectations. I must return to you what is yours, though. You dropped it whilst defending us. What you seek by this instrument may not be possible, Nero, but do not give up. There are many other paths that await you. Of course they do. Doga, Une, I thank you. We shall never forget you. Now, Soapy, Nero, let's quit this place. You shall not escape me, impudent children of light. No, you shall not escape us. Here Xandi's bloodstained dream of glory ends. There, the glint of light. It grows faint, then the bridge between realms grows fragile by the Covenant's annulment. If that light dies, we are stranded here. Hurry! Nero says, I'm fucking slow, though. Nero, no, you must move. Leave me. do not need you. If I die here, it is because I bloody well decided to. I failed to master darkness. I will not suffer to watch a green boy master the tower. Do what you will with it, but remember me, son of Allag. I am Nero Scaeva, the man who will yet outdo Allag and Garland. That was what you'd hoped. May the Crystal Tower again be a beacon of hope for mankind. Go, damn you! Must move onwards. This is not where I come to rest. But how do... So those damn clones did it after all. Now, onwards. I don't know if that's how Nero sounds. You owe me, Nero. The hells I do. You are returned unharmed, thank the gods. When the Void Gate started to close, I had never felt so powerless in all my life. We were running about like madmen trying to keep the gate open. And then the chief actually went inside and dived in. But you're all where are Une and Doga? They're not... Well, they fulfilled their mission. And I'm Soapy. I see. I will miss the two of them dearly, but I'm happy they fulfilled their purpose. We who live on must still attend the Crystal Tower, though we now have no one able to seal it. Yo, check his eyes. Une and Doga have entrusted me with their blood. I can now control the Crystal Tower. G'raha! Yes, I can see it in your eyes. Good. Then let us put an end to this and seal away the tower. Excuse me. I understand your instinct, Rambros, but please give us a moment to rest. I am weary to the bone, and Nero and Soapy are both emerged from long battle. Of course, you have the right of it. Come, we shall leave this place for a spell and repair to Saint Connacht's find. More like Saint Cognac, am I right? No one but you could have succeeded in the world of darkness, Soapy. Would that I could have been more useful beyond the rift. As it stands, I was but a vessel for Doga and Une's blood. Hey man, that's your role. Have I remembered what I wished for? Yes, something has come back to me. Gaining royal blood and witnessing the true bravery has reminded me of my forebear's dearest wish. We need not speak of these things now. It was not my place to keep you. Pray, go on ahead of me. There's something small I would do before I return. Could not have asked for a better comrade. If only I could have been a part of your adventures for longer, Soapy. Alas, fate dictates I have a different role to play. It's hidden for millennia, and brought to light by the good people of Noah. A wish hidden for millennia. Now finally, 'tis my time to see it realized. So the Allegan eye that runs in the G'raha's line does mean that the royal blood flows in his veins. I suppose not so odd to think his forebears gained it via ancient technology, but who imbued his family with the blood? And for what purpose? Mayhap all this was fate, from discovering the tower to G'raha gaining Une and Doga's blood. Has G'raha said anything? For that matter, where is G'raha? And what of Nero? I'm not sure about our resident historian, but Nero left the tower with me, where he's vanished to since, I cannot say. But knowing him as I do, I don't believe he'll scheme against us for the time being, though he is still Nero. Soapy, you say G'raha stayed behind at the Crystal Tower. I wonder if he now prepares to seal the place off. Master Ambrose! Master Ambrose! 'Tis G'raha Tia, sir. He came to the Crystal Tower and began ordering researchers out. What? Why would he do such a thing? I don't know, sir, but he was quite insistent. He all but bodily forced me out of the gates. I suppose it's possible he told one of the others, but I wasted no time in finding out. I thought it best to hasten here and ask for your guidance. Very well, let us go speak with the researchers and get to the bottom of this queer business. Master Garland, Soapy, please come with me. No doubt G'raha means to seal off the Crystal Tower, but it worries me that he did not breathe a word of this plan to us. Well, if I know G'raha, and I don't, he's self-sacrificing. Go no further, my friends. The doors will close ere long. You are of a mind to seal the tower, G'raha. I know time is of the essence, but all I ask is a hint of your plan. Please come here so we can discuss this. No, my apologies, but I cannot. Come, men, what is this nonsense? Not this time, my friend. Just as Une and Doga fulfilled their destiny, so too must I fulfill mine. My blood has awakened me to this fact. As my father told me, the truth has always lain with Alag, or rather, 'twas there the wish I must grant was born. You see, not all the world perished in Zandy's calamity. Survivors stood amidst the ruins of Alag, looking to the Crystal Tower, but it was nowhere to be seen. Yet they hoped that spires would again dominate the land, and prayed that the Crystal Tower would be a beacon of hope to people everywhere. Word of this soon reached the only members of Alag's royalty to outlive the Empire, the Princess Selena. Selena was moved by the people's dearest wish. She used the very best of Alag technology to give her blood and memories to he whom she trusted the most. The man was my forebearer. For millennia we waited. Alag's arts and ingenuity faded. Our royal blood grew thin. But before the last drop could vanish from the realm, the memory of all this returned to me. And now I must fulfill the wish of the ancients. The tower will shine forth as a new beacon of hope. G'raha, the Crystal Tower's strength poses too great a threat to Eorzea now. We would need the technology as advanced as Alag's to use it correctly. As things stand, we barely understand the tower's workings. Else we may never truly fully comprehend them. 'Tis as you say, Sid, we could wait for someone someday to reach the same heights as Alag, but by then we would have lost the royal blood and the means to control the tower. But what if I do as Amon did and put the tower into a deep sleep? What? You cannot mean that! I am deadly serious, Sid. The tower may only be used once men rival the Alagans in knowledge. I will slumber within Syrcus Tower until then, to greet those with the means to open the gate. Then I will guide them, and thus will the tower shine forth as a beacon of hope it was meant to be. 'Tis the only way to make the wishes of the ancients come true. Future is where my destiny awaits. But yours lies outside these doors. Go, create a future where hope reigns, and the tragedies of the past are but memories. No one but you can accomplish such things. Nothing we'll see will make you change your mind, will it? This song is a Final Fantasy Tactics song. This part's not. Onwards to a bright future. It won't be easy, of course, but that's exactly why we'll do it. We'll catch up with Alec, just you wait. We'll make up all the lost ground before you know it. Well said, Wedge. It's only been a few years before we come knocking G'raha, and then you're in for a rude awakening. You shall be witness to Noah's accomplishments. Pray keep alive our successes, and forgive us of our failures. And may we meet again, my friend. The 12 keep you then, Rambros. I look forward to learning of your exploits. And you, Soapy. I know history will remember you. No doubt your heroism will be the star by which I chart my course when I awake. Well, now I must rest. Recalling so much has put me in the mood for sleep. Farewell, my friends. I eagerly await a future born of your courage and the ancient's wish. Catboy's gonna catboy. There's that mysterious man. Crystal Tower slumbers again, then. 'Tis too quiet for my taste. Goodbye, Sid. I must put all this at my back. Possibility beckons, and I am bound to follow. New dawn has come for me. That doesn't sound broken to me. Farewell, my friend. May our paths cross again. Quest complete. You have completed the Crystal Tower quest series! Yay! Alright, well that's all for me tonight. Finished the Crystal Tower raid series. Perfect. That included the Syrcus Tower and the World of Darkness. In the previous stream we had did the Labyrinth of the Ancients, so if you missed that, that's where you'll find that. There's also a lot of story found in that one. But we got a lot done. 2 streams. I'm not sure what I expected, but that's what it ended up being. Anyway, I don't know that I will stream tomorrow. I've got some more pressing concerns that are coming up this weekend, so streaming for the future may be sparse. It may be a little ways off, but as soon as I can get back to streaming, it will be with regularity, and it will be back at this same pace. We have changed our title to the established pace, by the way, if you are watching these streams on Twitch. But anyway, that's all for me, so I'm going to use this moment to sign off. Bye-bye.